With the Christmas season just around the corner, we're going to show you a charitable organization that's all about giving. We'll also have an interview with Madeline Madden from the Salvation Army about the annual Tree of Lights campaign. Good afternoon, I'm Drew Swartz.
And I'm Nick Freeman. The Occupy Omaha protesters have hit a snag in their cause. We'll show you what happened and what they're going to do about it. You're watching the Omaha News.
This is the Omaha News, presented by the School of Communication at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, from the studios of UNO Television.
The Occupy Omaha movement has been active for almost a month. After being relocated a few times, many wonder where the occupation will end up. Recently, I talked to some of their members about where they're planning to move. Since early October, the Occupy movement has had a presence in Omaha.
As a group, we just want to implement change. You know, we want the government and the corporations not in bed together. We're sick of the few making decisions for the many.
The Occupy Omaha movement was being held behind me at this empty lot on 24th and Farnham, but has since been moved to the sidewalk at the same location.
We had interactions with the police that said that we were in violation of a couple city ordinances, and we continued to retort with the fact that city ordinance is superseded by the grand law of the United States of America, which is the Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
Some reports had the movement relocating to Elmwood Park, but these could be premature.
I think one of the reasons the news around here reported we're going to Elmwood is because that is a place that gets little publicity, little traffic. We want to be heard, we want to be seen, we want to gain as much support as possible.
We're having a presence here. It's outside of the lines of where the actual occupation was, which is behind you, but we're holding a presence on the corner because we have the right to peaceably assemble, and we're going to hold our ground here.
For now, it seems the occupation is here to stay.
I can tell you that we will have an occupation. There will be a continued occupation. We don't have a site yet, but it will be continued. We're not going to give up.
3 Occupy Omaha demonstrators were arrested and charged with trespassing and refusal to leave. After several meetings this past weekend, Occupy Omaha has decided to abandon the idea of a move to Elmwood Park. According to the protesters, an alternative location has not been requested, but a decision could come later this week.
Occupy Omaha isn't the only group that might have to relocate. Jon Stewart of The Daily Show joked that Occupy Oakland should be offered a space at Jack London Square or the Oakland Arena instead of the plaza in front of City Hall after police raided the camp, then proceeded to attack the protesters for hours on end. Oakland Mayor Jean Quan and various city council members are taking Stewart's joke to heart. They're considering to forcibly move the occupation from their downtown location to the Oakland Coliseum.
The Occupy protesters are doing anything they can to express their feelings about their movement, and art has emerged as the major force in doing so. One example, the sudden popularity of anti-establishment Guy Fawkes' mask, which resembles the mask protest of the Guerrilla Girls, a collective of anonymous artists who wear gorilla masks to protest sexism. But some of the works are showing up in places that might surprise you. Street art from Occupy Wall Street and Occupy DC have been collected by the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. The occupation's Arts and Culture Committee also showcased spoken word performances and poetry readings in Manhattan's Zuccotti Park.
Art is also sweeping the UNO campus. One decorated artist has his work so students can see it and to bring cultures closer together. Justin Kocha stopped by the Chris Library to give us a closer look.
With the first semester of classes at UNO in full swing, the library is getting its fair share of use. While many students are at the Chris Library to read and study, others are there to see the professional artwork of Ning Zhao.
He's a Canadian artist of Chinese descent, and he paints beautiful landscape paintings and I think sort of a photorealist style.
Zhao, a professional artist since 1973, moved to Canada in 1999 to explore its spectacular landscapes, which he claims were perfect subject matters for his work. That's proven to be true, with Zhao winning prominent art awards every year from 2003 to 2009. Zhao says, "If people can feel the beauty and peace in nature along with the cultural harmony in my paintings, then this is the type of painting I wish to draw."
I mean, it really inspires me to get out and do my own paintings or drawings, and some of the stuff is really cool.
The art gallery is not only important to Zhao, but it's a breath of fresh air for the university as well.
To have a space where we could have cultural and artistic exhibits, just to shake people out of their ordinary daily routine. You come to the library and of course you expect things like books and academic journals, but you don't necessarily expect to see Buzz Aldrin's spacesuit or an art exhibit.
And it's here at the Chris Library where you can find more events like the Ning Zhao Art Gallery throughout the year. For more information, visit www.unomaha.edu. For the Omaha News, I'm Dustin Kocha.
Ning Zhao has won numerous awards for his artwork. Along with Canada, China, and the United States of America, Zhao's work is also treasured in Australia and Japan. If you want to look at Zhao's art for yourself, go to the ningzhaoart.com where you can see a gallery of his work. Coming up after the break, we'll talk to a representative of the Salvation Army about their Tree of Lights campaign.
We'll also take a look at what the Toys for Tots are planning this upcoming holiday season. You're watching the Omaha News.
UNO Television gives students a chance to work in a real studio. Working on the TV crew, students get hands-on experience with lights, camera, and action. Working on a variety of shows gives students a leg up looking for jobs. In fact, many former crew members work at local stations. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for students to learn the science and art of TV production. UNO TV, student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
Feed Your Brain with original programs from the Knowledge Network. TKN combines the resources of educational and television experts from UNO Television, Omaha Public Schools, Westside Community Schools, Metropolitan Community College, and Creighton University. TKN members produce a variety of programming with collaboration from students working in front of and behind the camera. The Knowledge Network. Feed Your Brain by watching Cox 17 and 18.
Most local television news only gives you brief headlines about issues that may be important to you. But for more than 10 years, only one program has remained dedicated to examining all the information about issues that really matter to Nebraskans. I'm Kathy Wyatt, and it's my privilege to present those issues for your consideration. Join me on the campus of UNO in a program we call Consider This, every week on the Knowledge Network.
With Christmas less than 50 days away, Santa's not the only one giving out toys to kids in the metro area. Welcome back to the Omaha News. I'm Nick Freeman.
And I'm Drew Swartz. The holidays are coming up and charities are asking for your donations. Reporter Josh Buda is in the newsroom with more on details of one of those charities. Josh?
Thanks, Drew. Well, I spoke with some people from Toys for Tots about where some of the toy collection bins are in town and how they bring smiles to children's faces every holiday season. As the holidays approach, the need to help less fortunate families is greater than ever, and the Marine Corps Reserve is working hard to make a difference with their annual Toys for Tots program.
Toys for Tots is an organization designed to provide the less fortunate children of the greater Omaha area with a Christmas. We go out and collect toys, monetary donations, we convert that money into toys, and we do this all with the help of the community.
This year, the biggest sponsors for toy drop sites are Hy-Vee, Nebraska Furniture Mart, Menards, and even the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Here on UNO's campus, we have Toys for Tots bins set up inside the faculty and staff areas in various buildings across the campus. Essentially, we have one box per building, and the primary goal right now for the Better Student Organization is to collect toys from faculty and staff here at UNO.
Last year, Toys for Tots provided Christmas gifts for 21,000 less fortunate children in Omaha. And this year, they hope to help even more.
However small and insignificant that toy may seem, it makes that child's day. Puts a sparkle in their eye that wasn't there before. But you get to make their Christmas. You get to make that Christmas worthwhile.
Now, there are over 600 toy drop-off sites across the Omaha area, so if you'd like to get involved with Toys for Tots and make a difference this holiday season, donate a new unwrapped toy or make a monetary donation online at toysfortots.org. Drew?
Thanks, Josh. Toys for Tots collects and distributes an average of 16 million toys to 7 million children each year nationwide. Toy collection bins throughout the community will be around until Christmas to collect your donations.
Continuing with the Christmas season trend, we have Madeline Madden here with us. She's with the Salvation Army. Madeline, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll start off by telling us a little bit about the Tree of Lights campaign.
Well, the Tree of Lights campaign is the Salvation Army in Omaha's annual campaign for fundraising, and it will be kicking off on Friday night this week at 6 o'clock. The tree itself that's up on 60th and Dodge in front of the American National Bank is the lights on there, and the whole tree is a symbol of all of the people that we reach out to and help in our city.
Okay, well, the Salvation Army bell ringers have kind of become associated with Christmas time. Are you always looking for volunteers?
We are, and especially students, young people, families, please come out and help us to raise the funds that are necessary for the programs and services that we offer to those in most need within our community. Some of the programs that we have, as you may know, we help with utility bills, food for those that need a meal, children's programs, development programs, housing, all of that, behavioral health services, and everything like that. So.
Right. Well, if somebody wanted to volunteer, how would they go about doing so?
Well, they could call us at 402-898-6000 and sign up, or they can go to ringomaha.org and sign up also online.
Okay. How are the donations distributed throughout the community? Are they, is it kept within the community that they're donating?
It stays right in the Omaha metro area. Yes, every dollar that's raised is used here in town to help Omaha. So it's really the Omaha people, the most generous people, I think, anywhere, who give to help others within their own community.
Right. With the down economy the past few years, has this had an impact on donations that are given?
Well, the most direct impact, Nick, that it really has is that whenever the economy is rough or bumpy, we see an incredible increase in requests for assistance, whether it's utility, food, housing, all of that. And just this year alone, in material assistance, we've seen a 39% increase in requests from last year. So that's quite significant. And whenever there's job problems or financial problems, families know that they can turn to the Salvation Army.
Right, so how much satisfaction do you get when you see somebody receive a gift from the Salvation Army?
Tremendous satisfaction. And it's really because I feel that we're all a part of a whole. And it's really good being in Omaha. I'm not originally from Omaha, and it's very heartwarming to know that there's such generous people that I live among, and it's just really good to see somebody who starts out and they need a hand up, not a handout. They need that help, that extra help, and that we're able to take them and help them that way. It's a wonderful thing.
All right, so what events are going on with the kickoff this Friday?
Oh, fun. We're having, of course, the tree lighting at 6 o'clock, but we're also having Nikki Boulay, and she is going to be performing. We're having Santa Claus, we're having refreshments, we're having reindeer, we're having just a whole host of characters such as Scrooge.
Right.
And Marley from the Playhouse. So we're really looking forward to a fun family time where families come together to help other families in need.
Right. All right, well, it sounds exciting, and Madeline, thank you again for joining us today.
And thank you so much, Nick. It was a pleasure.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
The Tree of Lights campaign runs from November 11th through December 24th at 90th and West Dodge Road at the American National Bank. The 75-foot-tall, 6,000-pound tree has 80,000 LED lights and 650 LED starbursts.
Instead of wondering who's your daddy, JCPenney's is wondering who's your Santa this holiday season. In October, JCPenney sales dropped 2.6% from where they were last year, and they decided to try something new for the Christmas season to improve sales. The new Who's Your Santa campaign is quite elaborate with a traditional, online, mobile, and social elements. Among the new media aspects are QR codes, a Facebook game, apps, and a presence on Google+. There will also be a cause marketing effort, which will help the Salvation Army, and an initiative to come out on Black Friday. Coming up, there's a local highway that has decided to increase its speed limit.
We'll find out which highway it is after the break. You're watching the Omaha News.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha is where you'll find unlimited possibilities. At UNO, our 15,000 students are learning what they need to know to join the workforce of tomorrow. With 200 programs, students participate in innovative academics and are engaged in dynamic campus and community life. The University of Nebraska at Omaha. Step up to the metropolitan advantage at bmav.com.
UNO TV invites you to take a journey around the world, to lush jungles with endangered species, to exotic lands and different cultures, to lost cities beneath the sands. Travel through time to see ancient secrets on the other side of the world, the growth of the American West, or the start of Nebraska's largest city. Or just explore our state, find out about Nebraska in World War II, learn how Omaha has grown since, discover the effort to renovate its green spaces, the history of one of its most impressive buildings, or look at its internationally recognized university. For over 20 years, UNO TV has produced award-winning documentaries that explore, educate, and enlighten. To find out more, call 402-554-2516 or visit unotv.unomaha.edu.
Tune in to Big Red Wrap-Up each week for Husker football analysis and insights. Tuesday night at 7 Central Time, only on NET1 and NET-HD, Nebraska's home for sports.
You're watching the Omaha News.
Welcome back to the Omaha News. We're glad you're with us. I'm Drew Swartz.
And I'm Nick Freeman. Nebraska volleyball star Lauren Cook, the daughter of head coach John Cook, has been charged with a felony for a hit and run. She reached an agreement with prosecutors Tuesday to participate in the pretrial diversion program that could wipe the felony traffic charge from her record. According to Lancaster County Attorney Joe Kelly, Cook qualified for diversion because of her otherwise clean criminal record for non-traffic offenses. He also added that neither drugs nor alcohol were involved and there was no evidence of cell phone usage at the time of the accident. Once she joins the diversion program, Cook could rejoin the team. The second-ranked Nebraska volleyball team's next game is Friday, November 11th at Indiana.
In 2010, Nebraska had 947 speed-related accidents, which is way below the nearly 2,400 that happened in 1996. With those numbers in mind, there's a highway in the state that has decided to increase its speed limit rather than decreasing it. Highway 75 has recently underwent some changes. The Nebraska Department of Roads decided to increase the speed limit. Omaha and Bellevue police departments each talked about this change. Sergeant Tony Gutierrez talked about what motorists can do.
When you increase the speed, you increase your following distance because the reaction time, you travel further with the same amount of reaction time. Your reaction time won't change. The only thing that'll change is the distance covered.
Officer Abbott says he was never contacted by the Department of Roads.
If they contacted me personally, I would advise them to leave the speed limit the way it was. People aren't paying attention, be it they're talking on their phones, texting on their phones, talking to somebody in the car. We're going to probably have more crashes.
The increase in speed comes as we are gearing up for the winter weather, and both these men have some advice.
People need to pay attention. I know last winter we had several crashes Most of them weren't super severe, but once you get the snow on the roads, the wind blowing over the roads, those roads get slick.
Never drive faster than it is safe.
For anybody who wants to drive the Highway 75 between Omaha and Plattsmouth, take the advice of these two officers and be safe on the road, especially with the winter weather starting to arrive.
Even if they increased the speed limit in Mason County, West Virginia, Christopher Scott Porter still would have gone over it. Porter went over 90 miles per hour during a high-speed chase. The pursuit started in Pomeroy, Ohio, and ended across the state lines after Porter crashed into a cruiser. The authorities were surprised with what they found in Porter's van, where they found a meth lab. Porter is charged with operating a clandestine lab and possession of a stolen vehicle. More charges are pending.
People won't be traveling on one highway in Oklahoma anytime soon. The state's worst earthquake in 59 years buckled Highway 62 in 3 places. It also sent a boulder the size of an SUV onto the road. The earthquake was felt as far as Wisconsin and Tennessee. Some people in Beatrice and Nebraska City even reported that they felt rumblings from the earthquake. Coming up on the Omaha News, the winter fast approaching. How can you stay active?
We'll see what you can do on the other side. You're watching the Omaha News.
Watch ICU Learning English on the Knowledge Network on Talk 17.
If you're an Omaha kid feeling tired and slow, here's the numbers you ought to know. Eat 5 fruits and veggies every day. Drink 4 glasses of water, okay? Eat 3 foods from the dairy scene. And just 2 hours in front of a screen. Now take 1 hour to move around. And that's the Healthy Kids Countdown.
For games, ideas, and other fun stuff about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Visit livewellomahakids.org. But don't stay long.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vehicle's now going supersonic.
When you want to go above.
It was something new.
Or reach beyond.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
When you want to peer inside.
There's something wrong here. This isn't normal.
It would seem almost impossible. Or push the limit.
Large tornado! It's humongous! We need to get out now!
When you want to dive deep.
These divers are like astronauts.
Our human nature is to push into places that we don't know about.
Or go to the edge.
There are other worlds out there.
We don't know exactly what we're going to find.
When you want to find new frontiers.
I was truly astonished.
You just don't ever know.
Nova.
It's hard to get motivated to keep in shape when the weather is less than ideal outside, but there are ways to do so. Welcome back to the Omaha News. I'm Nick Freeman.
And I'm Drew Swartz. According to fitday.com, there are 3 ways to stay active during the winter months. The first way is to join a gym. Many health and fitness centers have a variety of indoor activities that you can participate in, ranging from volleyball and basketball to swimming and running. The second way is to participate in winter sports. Some of the best winter activities to engage in include skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, ice skating, and hockey. The last way to keep in shape is to adjust other lifestyle habits. For example, monitor the food that you eat carefully, or you might have to take in more calories than you can burn. This may help you maintain an overall weight and fitness level when you don't have the chance to be as active as normal.
One activity that you don't think of during the winter is biking. Recently, the League of American Bicyclists officially recognized Omaha as a bike-friendly community. Jessica Ritchie investigates how you can keep pedaling despite the cold weather.
The number of bike commuters is growing, according to cycling advocacy group Omaha Bikes.
Even in the winter, there's a lot more people riding their bikes in the winter, so it's been really cool to see.
OmahaBikes.org has information on how to keep safe while cycling this winter. Manager of Trek Bicycles, Maya Summer, says it's important to not be daunted by the cold.
Whether it's just the cold mornings or rain, snow, whatever, studded tires, there's stuff out there for you. So I'd say first and foremost, keep commuting.
But if you're not willing to face the cold and the snow, there's still options for keeping in cycling shape in the great indoors.
One great option is to take a spinning class.
It's a cycling class led to music by an instructor, and the instructor takes you through different drills, speed drills, interval drills, hill drills, to kind of simulate being outside, cycling outside. You know, it's going to give you a good workout too.
But if you prefer your own bike, Summer says the use of a trainer and a riser can give you a great workout in your own home or with a group at one of the Trek bicycle shops.
You don't have to lose your fitness over the winter, and you don't have to stay or disconnect from the bike scene. You can stay a part of it, and you can ride all winter, and you can come into spring feeling a lot better, that's for sure.
For the Omaha News, I'm Jessica Ritchie.
If you'd like to train with other cyclists at one of the Trek bicycle stores, it's free. Check out www.trekomaha.com, where you can see a special order catalog and to find biking trails in your area.
Instead of driving or taking the bus to places, you should pick up the alternative and bike instead. Studies show that the increased use of bikes for commuting offers economic and health benefits. The biggest health benefit was due to the replacing of half the short trips with bicycle trips during the 6 warmest months of the year. This saves about $3.8 billion per year from reduced healthcare costs for conditions like obesity and heart disease. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Omaha News. Thanks again for watching. Looking for more, check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/theomahanews or search Omaha News on Facebook.
While you're there, you can check out the news stories our reporters covered, submit story ideas, or give us feedback. We'd love to hear from you. From all of us here at the Omaha News and UNO Television, good night.
Hi, I'm Meshach Taylor, actor and public television supporter, encouraging you to become a fan of UNO Television. Located on the University of Nebraska at Omaha campus, UNO Television is a unit of the College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media. Student crew members are trained and placed in broadcasting positions that give them real-world experience. Many students move seamlessly into jobs within the local television market. UNO Television, student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
Feed your brain with original programs from the Knowledge Network.
TKN combines the resources of educational and television experts from UNO Television, Omaha Public Schools, Westside Community Schools, Metropolitan Community College, and Creighton University. TKN members produce a variety of programming with collaboration from students working in front of and behind the camera. The Knowledge Network. Feed your brain by watching Cox 17 and 18.